So here's the contraption I made to simulate that watering system at the nursery. So what we kind of have is the gigantic, oops, careful with the camera, gigantic robot where I have a big long conveyor belt, like a track, and some little tabs that I 3D printed and added on to the conveyor belt. Simulate the same tabs you saw at the previous video of the watering system for the baskets. Over here, if you zoom in here a little bit, here I have a little box we made with 3 limit switches on there. The low, medium, high. So here's the high one, medium one, low one, they're all in there. And they're gonna run off the Cortex up here. We got a motor hooked up to it. So the motor runs off of a 12-tooth gear to a 60-tooth gear, so it's a 5-to-1 system, and that feeds the sprocket. You got a couple idler sprockets that kind of just keep the chain off the mat, more or less. So they're keep the chain off the mat. Okay. Modified the watering system to we have a top water light, bottom water light, and depending on which tab gets hit, top or bottom, it'll water that basket. All right. So we'll run that program in a minute. Let's first take a look at the coding we did. See if that makes sense. A couple of modifications, but not too bad of modifications. So the coding. Here's the coding. So nothing major new here as far as the ports and configurations. They're all the same. Same. We have a potentiometer. We have the top button, bottom button, the go button. All of our lights are all on there. I learned that the integers have to be whole numbers. So my speed is at 23 right now, it says here. I wanted my volume flow to be a 0.75. Well, integers are whole numbers. Float numbers can be decimal. So I created this float called volume. It's at 0.5. So now it's going to fill the baskets faster than a 1. It's at 0.5. I added a task called shut off. Okay, parents say, hey, you made the cake, I'm proud of you. Turn the oven off. Just say, hey, kid of mine, walk over to the oven, grab the power knob, turn it to the off position, make sure it is off. No, turn the oven off, that's all I say. So that I have a task called shut off. What's it do? It's going to wait and then power off the motor. I have a task called top water. And what it's going to do is it's going to water the top basket. If this were an actual machine you saw in the previous video, if I can find that here, it's somewhere over here. Nope. Somewhere in here, not that one. Let's go back. Video. Echo, this one. Oh, it's a bad picture. That's fine. But see here where it turns this fountain on, shuts it off, turns it on, shuts it off. What it's doing is, it's kind of hard to explain it, but down here is a small thing called a solenoid. And what a solenoid is a valve. Water pressure is here. It's like you going to a faucet. You turn the faucet on, you turn the faucet off. But it's having a little device called a solenoid kind of automatically open a valve, close the valve. We can't do that with our program, so we have to kind of have that little light be a simulator for that. So top water, what's going to happen is when the top button is clicked, the program waits a little bit to advance the basket to the right spot, shuts the motor off, turns the green light off, turns the red light on. Okay? Then it's a repeat of, here's my fill process right here. It's going to turn the light on, wait for that volume flow, turn it off, and wait, and repeat. 10 of those, 10 of those, 10 of those. When 10 is done, it goes advances on, turns the red light off, turns the top water light off, turns the green light on, and the motor goes. Bottom water, same thing. It's hit, waits a bit for the basket to get in the right spot, motor shuts off, green light is off, red light is on, 10 repeats of bottom water light to volume amount, 10 of those, advance on, and have a task called light off from before, there it is. Here's the whole program for the whole dispenser, or the whole watering machine. That's it. So it says, hey, while the conditions are true, it says here that if this top button is hit and it's in the top's range, it'll run the top water task. It says if the bottom button's hit and it's in the bottom's range, it'll run the bottom task. All right. It says here if the off button's hit, then shut down, shut down. Okay. Ready to see it happen? Let's give it a watch. So hopefully it's going to work. Did a few test runs earlier, so we'll see what happens. Program's on, program's ready, hit start. What happens? I don't know, nothing. I think I'm in the middle range at the combo basket. Let's find out. Hit the switch, there we go. Bottom one hits, bottom one's watering. See it there? It's a lot of water. It's a lot of water. Top one's hit, top one's watering. I'm going to pause this real quick here, stop it. I'm going to modify the times. So say, hey, you know what? We're getting too much water in the baskets. They're overflowing. We're going to kill the plants. That's not right. So the float time is 0.5, way too long. Let's go a lot faster. Okay. So I got the new float time put in, re-downloading it. That's what you do too for real. You stop the machine, walk over to the sensor, say, you know what, less water please, you're killing the plants. And then run the program. There, a little faster watering. The top one hits, top one waters, and goes the bottom one, hits, the bottom one waters. And that top one. Let's go faster yet. I'll stop the program. So the fun part about this, I change one number. I go to my screen, I take the same number called float, jump it down even faster yet. So that one number change is going to change all my wait times for both upper and lower with one click. If I didn't use that little float number, it'd be changing a lot of coding. A lot of coding. Okay? Try it again. Run the program. So now we're getting lots of water. Look at that. Water in that plant. Water that plant. So we're watering just nice. Say you want to go bottom only. Bottom only. Water the bottom. Top should be skipped. Bottom only. Let's go top only. Top only. Top gets watered. Bottom gets skipped. And here's a power off tab. There it is, power off. Okay. Do one more quick run. Stop this. Start this. Run it. This time on the bottom only. Or top only, top only, top only. Top gets watered. Bottom will get skipped. Top gets watered. Bottom gets skipped. Let's go combo again. Water's the top and the bottom. Look at that. So it seems to be working. And you probably could try to skip. If I go bottom only, top gets skipped, top only, bottom gets skipped, bottom only, top gets skipped, top only. So you can kind of fool it so it'll run forever and ever. Nobody gets watered. How fun is that, right? Everyone's getting the, oh, that was the end. Program ended. See that? Hit the middle tab. Done. Full circumference. So that kind of mimics that watering machine we saw. Let's go back to here, click here. Back to watering machine. Kind of mimics this guy. Oh, sorry, too fast. So it does the same thing more or less. where they click up here, it's off camera, they water, and advance. It clicks, it waters, and they advance. So that whole idea is to hopefully try to water all those baskets automatically. So again, this picture you can see here, there's 10 rows of baskets, 10 of these. So 10 times 432 is 4,320 baskets. It's a lot of baskets to water. Do you want to water them by hand? I didn't think so. Okay. This crop you see here in the foreground, these are called Gerbera daisies. If you go to Costco and you buy any Gerbera daisies, guess what? They're growing here in Zimmerman. Kind of cool, right? All right, so that concludes our watering Echo Water System robot. Check the bottom of the screen for today's little link to the assignment.